It's Big Mama again. So what we're doing today is we are making a ferment. And I love ferment, y'all. If you like pickled things, that's what it kind of tastes like, but it's all natural. The ferment, this is why I like ferments. Okay? You take this and it's still living. It's a live food. You know what I mean? And that's the best kind for you. Live. But what I do is I take my peppers and I put them on my little thing here. And it's going to shred it for me. And then also I have little baby bells. I picked all of my stuff off yesterday, y'all. So today I have to deal with all this abundance or I won't have it. It'll go bad. So what I am doing is I'm taking these live foods and I am keeping them live. Because, I need some of these. Hold on just a minute. I have got oodles and gobs of green tomatoes. I'm not going to use them all, but I'm going to use some of the smaller ones. And so what I do is I cut them in half. And you know, sometimes they have bad spots on them. But I cut the little stem place off because that's kind of tough, I think. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I do because I think it's kind of tough. And y'all already can tell I don't have very mean teeth, so I can't chew that stuff up. All right. So I got tomato in here, and then I just start cranking it. And I'm putting garlic, carrots, banana peppers, no onion. Not this time. I will for mine, but this is for somebody else. This is for teaching purposes, and I'm also giving them a jar because they want to know if they're going to like it. But their doctors have told them they need some probiotics and to help their stomach. So this is probiotics, and this is how to make them. And y'all are going to like it, I think. Now, if you don't like pickled stuff, you're not going to like it. So don't even come at me. Don't even come at me. All right. So I'm going to take this. And then I'll take, there's a few big pieces. Like sometimes it just does that. I don't know why. So I just chop them up into a smaller bite. And you don't have to grate these. Normally, I don't. But I thought it might save me some time today, being as I have a million things to do, because it's that time of the year. Thank God we got our stovepipe up last night. We had to replace some stovepipe. Somehow it had leaked, and we had a storm that. Well, I think what it was is we had a storm that blew our cap off of our stove pipe outside. And so, we just replaced all that. Which is a job, I'm telling you right now. If y'all ain't never had to deal with a wood stove, then you just don't know. I have a bad tomato here. It's not bad, but it's got some bad places, and I'm going to show y'all how I do that. See, a lot of people just throw stuff away. And I don't understand that because it has some bad spots on the outside, but the inside is perfectly good. And see, I'm just cutting I just cut the little stem where the stem is at. See, that's all that I'm cutting off of these. The good ones. Now this one is not so good. Let me pull the stem off. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. It has some stings on it from a bug. So what I do is I go ahead and cut it in half so that I can cut my stem out. But I'm just going to take those stings and I'm going to cut them off. Because the inside of this tomato is absolutely beautiful. So I just cut that off. So that we don't have any waste, because y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, but we're in a recession. We're in a depression. It's a depression, not recession. Because if you can't pay your rent and buy groceries, that's a depression. And I'm going to do another video about milk burgers because I think y'all might like that. It's been a long while since I've done that. So we'll do that. And I'm going to cut some more peppers up. And then I'm going to grind these up and or shred them up. And then I'm going to show y'all how to pack your jars and what all to put in them. And I have a few cloves of garlic in there already, so I'm just going to mix that up. That is beautiful. How long has it been since you've seen one of these, huh? Be honest. If you're about my age, it was probably about the time that you quit going to Granny's house. I found this thing and I was like, yes, I'm having that. All right. So we got all that done up. Let me move my cutting board and my tool. All right, so I am going to put dill in these because I like dill. And if you don't like dill, you don't have to put dill in there. If you don't like garlic, you don't have to put garlic in there. Okay, so let me tell you. With ferments, you can ferment anything that I reckon any vegetable. You can actually ferment tomatoes, red tomatoes, and make fermented tomato ketchup. It's good. But it's kind of strange, and people are weird. They think that I'm weird too. So maybe you're one of those weird people. I don't really make it because we really don't care for it all that much. We don't eat a lot of ketchup. We get a bottle of ketchup and it lasts us forever. But I probably will start making fermented tomato ketchup soon. Maybe next year. Maybe. Depends on if I'm busy building a house or not. Okay. So this is the mixture. I'm just going to mix it up because I done just tomatoes and peppers on top. So I want to mix it up. Make sure those carrots get all through there. And that garlic. Golly, y'all. It smells so good. Okay. So normally I don't salt in here. Oh, took my coffee pot in yonder. Coffee cup. And I usually try to do 4 spoonfuls, 4 teaspoons. 4 teaspoons for a quart jar. Now, this quart jar, I had to redo the video because I got all the way to here and realized that I didn't hit the button to record. I'm so dumb. But so here we are with this jar. And you don't have to shred it like I do. I just did because I got a lot to do. And also I like it like this. It's kind of like slaw almost because I shredded it. And I'm not canning this. I'm not cooking this in no way. I want it to stay alive. And so the salt that I put in there, it needs to be a good salt. It can be Himalayan pink salt. I prefer Redmond's real salt. After you use that salt, it's hard to go back to another salt. Do not use iodized salt. Do not. Do not do it. But you just pack your... I brought my packer in here, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I usually use that for bigger stuff, like when I cube it. And most of the time, that's how I do it. I cube it. But I'm not going to sit here and cut all that stuff up today. Now, I will take my packer and get it down in there a little bit to see how much room I got to put some more stuff in. Now, that is plenty enough. You do not want it to be, and look, I'm not even going to have to put no water in this. That's why I put my salt in here and in the pan, in the pot, whatever. Now, I am not cooking this. I done told you. I put the salt in there, and I'm going to put a little bit extra on top, just a little, because I don't know exactly how much this was going to be. But I put a little bit of salt on top, and it's already salted. I put a lot of salt in here already. I put probably enough for a gallon. Okay, so then we get all of these packed up, and I'll be right back. All right, so I got 2 jars here. This one's almost finished. But see, I haven't added any water to this at all. And there is so much juice in there. So this might be how I do it from now on, because I usually have to add water. I like this a lot better. You know, to not have to add water is fantastic, I think. Okay, now, also we need to talk about this. When you get your jars filled up and pack down in there, pack them good. And then pour your salt on top, because I don't know that I put enough. Because I couldn't really tell how big or how much it was going to be. I got some clumps in my salt. All right. So that might be good enough. Maybe. I'm sure it will be, because I put a lot in there. Which is probably why all that water came out. So, I have these 2. I went and got my ladle, because I want some of this juice to pour on top. And you want to leave that headspace, because it is gonna puke all over the place. Well, I call it that. That's probably not what it's called, but it swells as it's fermenting. And this is so good for your guts. This is not... When I say ferment, people are like, "Oh, we can't have that because we can't have alcohol." This is not alcohol. This is not alcohol. Not alcohol. I don't know how many times I can tell you that. It's not. Man, that is beautiful. I did put 1 small jalapeno in here, so it's not going to be real hot, but I did want a little spice in it, you know. All right. One thing I do want to put in there. And it's going to make it taste like a pickle. And that's dill. And so what I do is I just kind of... This is dried. So I just kind of put a little bit in there on the top. And I put a little bit over here. Now, that ought to be plenty. It's going to taste like a pickle anyway. It's going to be sour like a pickle. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like a salty pickle. Now, I am putting the lids on here and the rings on here like this for a moment. And I'm going to show you why. But you don't want to put this, you don't want to put these lids on there and crank it down tight and leave it like this. It will blow the top. I'm telling you. Better hear me. But I'm shaking it because I got all that salt on the top and I got the deal in there. And I kind of just want everything to be under the liquid that's in here. All right. Now, this has to stay below the brine at all times. Whoa, I caught it. Tomato. Okay, so what I am going to do, it has to have something on top. Look, you see all that juice already? That's good. Okay, so let me find me a bigger tomato. Let me go get a piece of cabbage because I would rather use that anyway. Hold on just a second. All right, I went and got my cabbage. And so we got this full. And y'all, I love y'all. And I've been thinking about this. You know, there are so many things that's lost because nobody wanted to learn what Granny had to teach when we were kids. I try to remember all that stuff because I felt like it was important back then because Granny told me it was, you know? And so we just have to do what we can to keep the old ways alive. Okay, so now I got me a piece of cabbage and it's got that big old stem in it. That does not matter. Okay, we need it to fit this. So that's going to fit. I just need to put this inside there. That's almost going to fit. So I need to make it a little bit smaller. I've got to cut part of this straight edge off. All right, now we kind of got it rounded off. All right, it's still not going to fit. Let me tear it. Okay. So now you got your piece of cabbage. That's going to be your topper to hold everything in here under the liquid. Now, later on when this is done working, you can throw this cabbage out. Okay? And also, you might have some white stuff that grows on top of your ferment. Just know right now that that is good stuff. Okay? The white stuff. If you have something that's a different color, like black, do not eat that. Throw it out. It has done went bad. It has got some contaminant in it somehow. Okay, so I got my little piece of cabbage in there. Let me dry my hands. I did that a while ago when I was talking to my cousin. She said, I love you. Okay, so here I got it covered up. Now let me show y'all a little something else. I call this my ferment rock. It's just a smooth rock. You can actually order ferment pucks. Go to YouTube. Go to American Homestead. They have the fermenting kits that's got everything you need. If you want to spend the money on it, okay? Do that. If you don't, if you're poor like me, here's your stone. Okay, now I just put this on top in there because that's going to help hold that cabbage down. Okay, and then I put my lid on upside down, and I need to wipe it off because I got cabbage all over it. I mean, I got tomatoes all over it. Okay, now so I put it upside down. Is that dirty? Oh, it's just a spot on it. So I put it upside down. And I do not tighten it all the way up. I just tighten it a little bit because it's got to be able to breathe. It's got to burp and let those off gases. And you will want to put them under, put a tray under them too. I don't know where that reflection is coming from. It's driving me insane. Okay, so on this one, I don't have a rock for this one. But that's okay. I can just put the cabbage up under there and fix it to where the cabbage is going to poke up. And this is going to be so good. I cannot wait. 3 days. 3 days in a warm spot. I think I need to put some more liquid in there. Maybe. I probably don't. I'm not going to. I'm not going to put any more liquid because I think, well, I might put a little bit. But I think that it's plenty. And Andrew, I'm showing you how to make this. Make your own, baby. It's so easy. Andrea, I'm showing you how to make this. Debbie, I'm showing you how to make this. I love y'all. This is how you do it. Okay, you don't have to use cabbage. You can use something else. Sometimes I got a bigger jar in yonder. What I do is I have a lid. See, I'm fixing this to where it's going to push up against the top and not let it raise up above. I'm just piecing it together as long as it's covered on the top. You know what I mean? Like this. Oh, I almost dropped y'all. It just has to be covered. You know what I mean? And so this one kind of bends. It's like that. So I am going to put it down in there like that. That way when I put my lid on, it kind of presses against it. And obviously, you know, we're not going to put this lid on right side up. We're going to put it upside down. And see, it kind of, that cabbage holds against it. So this will keep pressure to keep that under the salt water. All right, and you don't do it all the way up. There we go. I love y'all so much. We will do a video in 3 days. I did start a fire last night. It might not be warm enough, but if your house is in the 70s, it'll probably take about a week, 7 days. Okay? If your house is just a teeny bit warmer than 70s, 3 days. And you'll need to put it in the fridge. Unless you have a cellar that you can put it in. I don't have a cellar that I could put it in. I wish I had a root cellar. But you can put it on the bottom shelf in your refrigerator. It will last a year in the fridge. And just eat you a spoonful a day. That's your dose of probiotics. And it's better, I feel like it's better than anything that you can buy at the store, because my girlfriend was telling me, oh yeah, my doctor told me to buy probiotic pills. I don't understand how that can be alive. Because it's a pill. I don't understand that. You need living probiotics. And this is going to have over 10,000 probiotics in it. So, you know, and it's going to help your stomach. So I love y'all. And if y'all have anything else that y'all want to see me do, y'all holler at me. I do have a video that's going to come out soon. Soon. I'm still working on it. Okay. I do have a few rows of Sharon bushes. I'll just go ahead and tell you what it's going to be. And they are in the mallow family. And the leaves hold the most mucilage. So, I tried hot extract. I didn't like it. I feel like you got too much of the flavor of the leaves. And so I looked it up, and how they do marshmallow root is they do a cold extract. So I'm going to go out here and pick a bunch of leaves, maybe cut them in half, and put them in my pan and cover them with cold water. Maybe put a weight on them, so they stay under the water. And I'll check on that in the morning. And hopefully I will have enough mucilage to make us some marshmallows. I think that's going to be so cool, y'all. Mike said, I am not eating that. I don't care. I don't care. If it's a marshmallow, I will go buy some. I'm not eating it. That's just how he is. Sometimes I wonder, but anyway. I do want to make those traditional marshmallows that are healing, because marshmallows are supposed to be healing for your stomach. And all of y'all that ask me about these ferments, y'all probably need some leaves of the Rose of Sharon to make you some tea, so that when your stomach starts bothering you, you can just drink you some tea, and that's supposed to help. It also helps with all kinds of stuff, sinuses and coughs and all kinds of stuff. So we'll be going over all the benefits of mallow, of the plants that are in the mallow family. I love the tea made out of the flowers. Is fantastic. It's a beautiful purple color. And if you put a little bit of lemon juice in there, it changes colors right in front of your face. It's so cool. And it's good tea. I love y'all so much. I'm going to get the heck off here. I've been on here for almost 30 minutes, y'all. I will try to do some lives. I know that they delete all of them. That's why I'm just pre-recording, and that way I can share it to everywhere. It's just easier, That's all I can think about right now, y'all. I still have, look, I'm going to show y'all. Because I know you're probably like, what? Look, I have went through a lot. And I still have those, that many. And then, look here, I'm going to show y'all how many peppers I ended up with yesterday. Now, some of these green peppers, look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Oh, it's so pretty. I got some great big ones, y'all. But all of these are going to be turned into jalapeno poppers. And then let me go in here and show y'all these red ones, because I don't know. They are so hot, y'all. I didn't know they were going to be so hot. So if y'all have some ideas on what I can do with these hot cotton picking peppers, tell me. Tell me. I mean, I know I'm going to save some of them for making hot sauce, but I don't think we're going to need all that much hot sauce. But yeah, so we also have some big peppers. Okay, now here's another thing. I am putting together a bunch of packs of my favorite things to grow. My favorite things to grow. I love to grow basil. It's my favorite basil. I'm gonna give some of those away. But I'm gonna give like some of those long bean seeds away. Tomato seeds. My favorite tomato is Better Boy. I'm gonna give some of those away. Just a few different things. Okra seeds. Just some of my favorite things. I'm gonna be giving some seeds away. So y'all stay tuned. I love y'all. Mwah. Big Mama out.